4-year-old Williams and Manning Falcon Queen are taking to play Canish and Steve Scott. Cian Finish, Jay Canish, Ryan, Premier DFA. St. Anthony's and the Space Community of Rolling Everett. I'd like to introduce you to the teams before we begin. We're starting with St. Anthony's Boys National School. We have Owen Hogan, Dean Martin, Darrell Hogan, Eugene Costco, Matthew Craig, Ron Stevens, Sam Cameron, Ryan O'Shaughnessy, Sean O'Rourke, Arnes Levishan, Killian Corkery, Pauline Brophy, William O'Flanagan, Tom Russell, William Sullivan, Rory Desmond, Sean Kerrigan, Andrew Hall, Owen Carberry, Luke Barry, David Flanagan, Andrew Kavanagh, Frederick Nathan, Shane White, Charlie Whelan, George Keegan, Roland Bowery, Jack Cruz, Rory Manny, David Keith, Grace Moran, Tom Foley, Adam Sullivan, Sean O'Hagan, Charlie Ross, Ian Potter, Kyle O'Dowd, Yusuf Salah, Skylar Crowley, Rory Manley, Sarah Collins, Scott Cronin. August Mccoy, the great school year we are doing. Tommy O'Brien, Abby McCoy, Leo Solomon and Alice, Tom Maloney, Jack McGarrett, Tim McCory, Ellen McCombrough, Anthony O'Leary, William McKellifer, Darren Barker, Jack McKellifer, Joey O'Roy, Luke O'Rourke, Robert McCreevy, Kim O'Mahony, Shane O'Connor, Sam O'Roy, Phil O'Roy, Tom O'Roy, Gordon O'Drynon, Ethan O'Mahony, Alex O'Brien, Nick O'Reilly, Jack O'Brien, Matt O'William, Josh Infinita, John O'Leary, James O'Malley, Andrew Hosford, Connor O'Callaghan, Max O'Hickey, and O'Hara Boyd. This is a game of 15.
Oh, look this way, look this way. Right guys, look at me now. Done? Very good. Now, do you want to go with my left hand or my right hand? Because something in this, left or right? Left it is. How are we done playing the first half? You're going to play that for the first half. So see, you're going in there, so you're going in. 1, 2, 3, go!
David Mahagas will get Falterstock to this F1 DF1 football final between St. Anthony's and Great Scully Riorda and Ballincollig. St. Anthony's Ballinlough in possession from the throw-in and Dielavishtak on a goal, but well won back there by the Great Scull, and away come Ballincollig. They're going to make their first foray into the Ballinlough half of the field, which they're doing at speed, moving well down towards, good defence across came the defender there for St. Anthony's, get a touch on it and set that ball, set the attack moving up the far side of the field, in halfway still. Ballinlough trying to pick it up. Nicely picked up there, I think, by Anton O'Leary for the Great Scull. Great Scull in possession. Riorda Parker coming across. Man with a left, uses his right then to spread the play out to this side of the field, running near the sideline, very near the sideline. Kept in play though, and here comes Ivan Doyle for the Great Scull. This is Joey O'Halon from one to the other, back to the centre forward, Jack O'Callagher towards the full forward. That's Cathal O'Downing. Good possession play here by Ballincollig, and they're going to get a score out of it. They're trying to make the angle, get into the shooter is the name of the game, still holding possession. Man going through, bottled up, has to turn around and come back again. Farlor Parker, Anthony O'Leary drives this one into goal. Good save inside. In the post, and son by Owen Hogan, the St. Michael's footballer, got his hand to that one. It was destined for the top corner of the net, but it was saved eventually, and it will be 45 for Great Scull Riorda and Ballincollig. Great frantic start in the minute and 3/4 that we've played in this first half. This one is driven in towards the goal, well won, well controlled inside there. Back it comes, moving towards a chance of a point here. Hits on the crossbar, back into play. Defender awake, defender getting it out to the centre of the field. Up they go, racing on again. Here come the Great Scull out to that one, doing well, bottle up the St. Anthony's man, but forgets the ball, has to go back. Will pick it up at the second attempt and does so. On the Gordon, then Lena goes down, gets it as far as Tom O'Loing, but Tom, the referee blows the whistle and they stole him. Cathal Murphy, Imon the Fadoga, all day today, 4 matches, fair play ref. Long day to win in Imon the Fadoga, but to be a free for St. Anthony's when we resume, and it's Brian O'Shaughnessy to take this one. St. Anthony's, of course, made up of boys from Nemo, St. Michael's, Douglas and the Bars. This one was kicked in towards the corner forward again. Well read by the Ballincollig player, judged the break off the St. Anthony's hand, and down the field come Great Scull Riorda, but they were having the advantage. A bit of guff and a bit of back chat there, the referee bringing the ball in, new rules, and now it's a chance on the 45 for Anthony O'Leary. Anthony O'Leary gets it over to the far side of the field. Unishin Dara Barker and a dollar of Anish Agus and Shelf Fos Ahmad Skull Anthony out to the centre. Ballincollig driving onto this one. Great Skull going through, good ball inside, a nice ball, chance of a score a goal. Having the first score in the match, we have indeed Brian O'Callagher high and bisecting the posts at 3.5 minutes. First score of the game. Great Scull Riorda drawing first blood here in, as I say, the Rhine F1 DF1 final. This will be 20 minutes a half, 15 aside, and out it comes. They're still going forward, but bottled up by Anthony's under a lot of pressure, soaking it up though in the opening 4 minutes of this final. And Ballincollig driving on each time, using the possession very well, tight possession, one to the other, racing onto this ball. Half a chance here out to this side of the field. Ballincollig going through, hand pass inside again. Are we going for the goal? Are we going for the juggler? High and over the bar. A white flag for Ballincollig, and the second score, that one coming from Ivanadoya, Sinead Joey O'Halon, the Kitoga. Kick out by Owen Hogan for St. Anthony's out to the centre. Good catch out there by the St. Anthony's man, and he goes on a foray up the field in towards his full forward line again, trying to get it as far as Tom Russell. Tom Russell gets it across to this side of the field, spreading the play, opening the play, going near the sideline, shortened pitch, of course, narrowed pitch as well here for this Shkina Skull final. But back it comes, and this is Tom Russell, and passes it inside, ball still in possession, and it's Killian Cork, bound just outside the post, And I'll tell you one thing for nothing. I think that Dahi O'Drenan was the relief man that one whistled outside the post. So it remains 2 points for Glen Scully near dawn. Ghanaian score Gafolian, Skulnev, Antony, Ballinlucka, but they have the ball. They're moving forward again with minutes, getting it in towards the half-forward line. Good run, 30 yards made, hand pass inside. Will we keep it in play? Yes, indeed. Across in front of the goal. 2 attackers, 1 defender. The defender goes to the ball first, gets it out as far as Anthony O'Leary, Aga Shafoy and Gaelskull. Into this full forward again. Joey got the last score. Did well to control that one. Hand passes the ball across and back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passes flying, but that one is misread by the forward and gives a chance for the defenders to regroup and try and get it out there. Half blocked down though. Danger. Oh, there was danger there for a second as the Gaelskull moved forward menacingly, but I think the referee had his hand up and he had advantage. He was allowing advantage to St. Anthony's, and it will be a relieving kick out for them, and it will be taken by Owen Hogan, who comes out of his goal to drive this one up towards halfway. Once again, it's the Gaelskull who get the break. Ball on the ground. Ketakone Fukasus going near the sideline on the far side of the field, kept in there and picked up, went back in again by Ballincollig Gaelskull, doing very well. Love, Chasnanish, they're bringing this ball across the field into space, opening it up, trying to keep Joey a bit of a run here. Joey controls it and gets it up at the first attempt. Nice ball with his hand into the centre, nearly too much, but Gaelskull eventually managed to tidy it up and losing possession, and Anthony's coming. Oh, well read by the defence there, and giving it away cheaply after that again. And St. Anthony's back under pressure. Long ball in towards the full forward line again. Full forward going shoot across the goal. Goalkeeper gets his hand to it, very near the end line, still in play out over there at the football. But no, the referee had the whistle blown. That ball, the signal came from the umpire that ball had crossed the end line, and it will be 45 for St. Anthony's. This one to be taken by Brian O'Shaughnessy. Brian driving it in towards the goal. It's dropping dangerously in, but it goes to the left. 2 attempts at scores for St. Anthony, 1 to the left there, 1 to the right previously, and still with 7.5 minutes gone, St. Anthony's yet to open their account. Glen Scully near dawn on 2 points, and their goalkeeper is Dahi O'Drenan, getting ready to kick this one out, coming to this side of the field, down the middle more so, and it breaks down as far as Brian O'Kelleher over the far side, hand pass moving forward, great interplay by the Gaelskull, pass inside, moving well, great movement in towards the goal. Is this one accurate enough? It's stolen go well, high and over the bar. A 3-point game now, 3 good scores. That was the wing forward coming in from the left hand side on his left leg, which made the angle a bit narrower again, but getting it over the bar for Gaelskull near dawn, and they lead by 3-0 after 8 minutes of this first half. Shocking St. Anthony's on the other side, and they moving forward again up and towards the Gaelskull goal, but the pass eventually is too strong, too much power in that hand pass, and it eventually crawls out over the end line. 3 wides now for St. Anthony's, 3 points for Glen Scully near dawn, and the kick out from Dahi O'Drenan. Go hard, 1 in the air, 1 independently by the Gaelskull, and they will set up another attack, and this one coming down the Stolen, the Garbation, Jack O'Kelleher, Howlandson, hard to make out the numbers. The old man here trying to peer over across the field in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, looking in great condition. Páirc Uí Chaoimh after all the finals, all this week and last week as well. Yesterday's programme has been deferred until next week because of the deluge of rain that fell on Monday night. St. Anthony's on the attack. St. Anthony's with the ball. It's Cahill, it's Tom Russell holding on to possession, trying to get it across. The referee said, you'll be held there, we'll give you the free in, and a chance now for St. Anthony's, about 30 yards from the goal. A chance for them to open their account. It's not going to be long enough. His breaks down inside. The defender comes across, and the second attempt gets it, loses it, but squirts out this side. And once again, it's picked up by the Gaelscoil, very near the sideline. Kept in play, however. Joey comes out. Oh, lovely pick by Joey. Switches the play across, but that one is read superbly by Brian O'Shaughnessy for St. Anthony's. Ball on the ground, very near the sideline on the far side of the field. St. Anthony's moving forward again. They need a score or two, but that's going to be another one for the goalkeeper. Dahio Jainan doing well in goal. Gathers that ball and finds the sanctuary of the sideline over on the northern stand side of Páirc Uí Chaoimh, where Super Value Páirc Uí Chaoimh to give it its full title. It's about 30 yards out from the Gaelscoil goals, dropping in front of the goal. Across they go, touched by a forward, eventually out over the line. Number 4, Imeha Amu on St. Anthony's. Will they rue them chances in at the end of the day here? They're trailing by 3 after nearly 11 minutes of play, but they have possession again. They're letting that one go out over the end line on the far side of the field. Hard to know what way the wind is blowing here. Well, we're lucky enough with the weather today after the rain we had on Monday night. This is St. Anthony's again driving this one in. Midfielder Sean O'Rourke gets it in. Nice play here by Anthony's from one to the other, creating space, but making a bit of room. The referee once again sees them back, leaning in, putting in the hand illegally, and awards the free in to St. Anthony's. On counts on ish. Tipple Fahmy and Ramak O'Hool the Gaelscoil. High, but it won't make the full journey. Drops near the goal, touched away, and well won again. Independent winning of ball by the Gaelscoil. Very impressive so far. Out to the centre of the field. 7 for St. Anthony's is Sam Kavanagh. I know his dad well. His dad scored a great goal in the All-Ireland final 1993. This one dropping in front of the goal. Chance here, St. Anthony's. Off goal! Oh, Dahio Jainan, your goal is living dangerously. It came a fist, it came back off the upright, and if you think how narrow them uprights are, so certainly they're living dangerously, they're living precariously. It could have been a level game again from that attempt, but as it stands, it's still 3-2 Gaelscoil. Agus Ghanaian score fós. Scoil Antona fós followed. Taken Anthony O'Leary, but given away again, and here comes St. Anthony's pressing on all the time, and this chance in front of the goal. Will he go for a point? He will go for a point, and that one has gone over the bar. The Henty and Dahio Jainan Nation mentioned, but I think on that occasion, as William Sullivan cut in, he had the right idea, get something on the board. So now it's only a 2-point game with over 12 and a half minutes of play gone, which would mean 7 and a half more to go. Oh, well caught in the middle of the field, and here come the Gaelscoil. 1-2 passes later, and they're moving towards the Anthony's goal, still in possession, trying to pick it up over there. Stolam Gura Anthony Town, Ishtachalar Bail Council on a Gordon Cool isn't going to make the end line. Defender will have to bend the back. Defender bends the back. Defender turns and drives it left footer out to the centre of the field again. Go down it goes. St. Anthony's man coming in the chase here, but cross came the sweeping number 6. That's Tiernan Macora for the Gaelscoil. Once more passing going on inside there, maybe a bit too much on that occasion. Mo Dirac might be more accurate, and here come Anthony's. They will play Mo Dirac, but a great run out in defence and a surging ball in towards the full forward line again. Tough going inside there. Back goes the defender for the Gaelscoil, kicks it very loosely with a chance across here now. A good ball in. Anthony's with a man over here across in front of the goal, and the fist and over the bar. So first 3 scores of the game to the Gaelscoil, the last 2 scores to St. Anthony's. Agus an counts on the Stolam gur Killian Corkery, and counts on the Hannah Trasnawn Lena Gordon. Good fisted point by St. Anthony's. 14 minutes gone, 6 to go to the interval. 1 point between the teams. One again by Gaelscoil. Anthony O'Leary, Riorda Park and Doveshood gets the ball over towards the sideline, pushing the back, I think, and the referee eventually referee signals that it will be a free to Great Scully Riorda. Quickly taken, moving that ball inside. Great teamwork, great hand passing going on by the Great Scully. Maybe a bit too much, but they're holding on to possession. The referee watching the things closely. Down it comes across to this side of the field now. Two Great Skull men with the ball, trying to make his way through. Good run here, long ball inside, but I think, either go forward, hung on to the ball a bit too long, and eventually the referee gives the free for over carrying or underplaying, whichever way you want. Here come Anthony's, but it's read by the left corner back. The left corner back inside there is Tom O'Lowing. Tom O'Lowing for Great Skull down to this side of the field. St. Anthony's settling into this game as it is the centre back Owen Stevens who goes back, gets that one. Ball on the ground, trying to get it out. Great Skull win it back. A chance here towards the goal. Have a chance for Great Skull, high and over the bar. Yes, good score there. It's Doliam Gur Jack O'Callaghan and counts on Hanishan Drasnan. So 4 points to the Great Skull, 2 points to St. Anthony's as we approach 15 and a half minutes of a great all action first half here in this F1 final. St. Anthony's under pressure, but under pressure illegally, and to be a free from the right half back position, and this will be taken by Matthew Cray. Matthew up in towards his forward line, long ball in again, but read by the defence, and forward wins it, pushes it in front of himself, and then starts cutting in along the end line. What will he do? He punches it across in front of the goal. It comes down and it's hand passed, and yes, I think the defender maybe have got to that one first, but it came across in front of the goal. Dahio Drainon under pressure, the full back line under pressure, and eventually into the back of the net. And in all fairness, it's more than St. Anthony's deserved. 1 goal and 2 points for them. Here they come again. They were ahead from that goal. They're gone further ahead now. 1-2. 1-3 for them. That's 6 points, 4 points for Great Scully Riordan. Because Great Scully Riordan, for all their interplay, for all their passing, for all their possession, they trail by 2. 1-3 to 4 points with about 3.5 minutes of play left to half time. Dahi O'Drainon, Count Abacadro, Lorna Parker, Fightenson, Egan Scullerish. Out over the sideline, however, I think on the far side, and it goes. It is a line ball for the Great Skull, quickly taken in towards the centre forward position, hand pass again. That one going to go astray. St. Anthony's looking to win it back. Won't come the second time, and well won again by the Farlar Parker, Anthony O'Leary. Good ball inside. Keep praising this the ball skills, handling skills of Great Skull, but maybe a bit more direct would pay more dividends as they trail by 2 as we approach half time. They have it again. The hand pass over to this side of the field, going towards goal, still going inside. A chance here now for them to get a point, but back it comes. I'd stole him. Ian McCondover, Vianson Foss gets it to Anthony cutting his way inside. Lahanson, so Hagan Great Skull. Oh, brilliant defending. Cross they came, put the pressure on, and made the Great Skull man put it outside, put it behind. Well, put it to no great use on that occasion, and the score remains 1-3, which is 6 to not 4, with 18 minutes of play gone when that ball is kicked out, and well kicked out it is by Owen Hogan. Great lift in it, great length in it, and St. Anthony's profit from it as well, and pass into space, moving dangerously. Counter-attack, Hopton didn't come the first time, but eventually we had a touch of the Socceroos, pulled on the ball on the ground, on the volley, over the bar. August Cotuban, they're trailed by 3, they're trailed by a goal less than 5 minutes ago. They lead by a goal now. 1 goal and 4 points to St. Anthony's, 4 points to Great Scully Riordan. Great scores by St. Anthony's. They're getting the room on the breakaway and really punishing the Great Skull in the last few minutes with that goal, and 4 points since the 10th minute of the game. Eventually the foul committed by the forward up on the other side of the field as Owen Hogan is coming out to take this one, but I think he's being told to go back in again. We'll manage this one ourselves. Minute of play left, kick left footed into the centre, up they go, ball comes down. St. Anthony's in control. It was I think maybe Brian O'Shaughnessy who won that one, got to this side of the field. St. Anthony's went the ball. 15 for them is William Sullivan, got the first score for them. Here come Anthony's again, dangerous when they're going forward. Killian Corkley with this one, cutting inside in front of the goal. Will he go low? Is he fouled? He is indeed. The referee had his hand up all along and will award a free in, and should be a simple job to tap this over for St. Anthony's, as we have about 20 seconds left of normal time in the first half. 1-4 to 4 points, and a chance for St. Anthony's to stretch that lead out now. This one, well, on the 13-metre line, if there was a line, and will be taken by Brian O'Shaughnessy. Brian O'Shaughnessy over the bar. 1-5 to 4 points. 11 minutes of play were gone in the first half, and Great Scully Riorda had 3 points on the board with no score for St. Anthony's, but it's double scores now. St. Anthony's 1-5, a total of 8 points. 4 points is what is on the scoreboard for Great Scully Riorda. Agus an Kikabak Toka on Adog Sheta. And at half time here in the F1 DF1 final, superb football from both sides, as you'd expect for the Premier final. It's St. Anthony's, the Shanna Ushna, who lead 1 goal and 5 points for them. Great Scully Riordan with plenty ball, plenty possession, and they trail at the moment by 4. 1-5 to 4 points, and we'll be back with the second half. All set for the second half here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. 4 points separating the sides. Plenty time to get 4 points back. We've 20 minutes to go. This one dropping down, and it's St. Anthony's who win the throw-in. Brian O'Shaughnessy. Great first half by Brian. Gets the return pass here. Hits it high. Turns the goal. Out comes the goal. He does well under pressure to get that ball away and out over the end line of Stolam. Or did it take... no, the referee let him go on. Sorry. Maybe that it went too far, but St. Anthony's have it back again, and this one driven in front of the goal, well caught there inside by the defender, who gets it out to this side of the field. Agus Shockwing, Great Skull, Riordan, Kenachulin Kunderry gets it as far as they're even a cooing. That's Jack McCannell over to this side. Éana McCondove gets a hand pass inside. Referee let him play go, but eventually it comes in towards the fullback, and the fullback for St. Anthony's is Dara Hogan. Dara Hogan gets it away. As far as I remember, his dad, Killian Hogan, won a Skeena Skull medal long time ago with St. Anthony's as well. Here they come on the attack, down inside the field. That's the man with the Broga Roshne, number 11 on his back. This is Killian Corkley. Killian Corkley inside. Great move by St. Anthony's in this occasion in front of the goal. A blaster hits the net, but the side of the net, and eventually it goes out over the inline. It might have taken a touch, it might have taken a deflection, and the referee awarding a 45-metre kick to St. Anthony's in the second half against St. Anthony's. We wanting to push on now, leading 1-5 to 4 points. A great second quarter for them. A high ball towards the goal, but it's as Micheál here would say, there's a tail on it, and it tails out to the left of the goal, and it will be a kick out by Dahi O'Drydawn. The Great Skull Riordan, Galar the Parker. 2 from Anthony's weight. One of them is the man with 7 on his back. That's Sam. 7 for Sam, but Sam goes to ground. The ball being pushed forward slightly there by St. Anthony's, holding possession well under pressure, but eventually that pressure pays off, and the Great Skull come away over to this side of the field. Jack McCannell and Council Fada Edition Brian O'Callagher Sheardy Jack turns around, and the Great Skull moving forward now. This is Tiernan McCarran, long ball towards the goal. The goalie comes out, the goalie shepherds it out over the end line and wide, and it will be a kick out to St. Anthony's. Score at Tastal in Ish Godota. Great Scully Riordan. They started well with them 3 points, but didn't manage to score in the last 10 minutes of the first half, when St. Anthony's came alive on the scoreboard and in general play. And here they come in general play again, and this one comes down. Sean O'Rourke gets it across as far as Ardis going towards goal, blocked down the first time by the defender. Back it comes again. Forward tries to rise, it wouldn't come, and eventually the Great Skull play it this side of the field. Will they keep it in play very near the flag, very near the sideline, out over the sideline, and the lines boy, lines girl I should say, down in front of us here plays that ball, or raises the flag to say that it will be a line ball for Eugene Costello and St. Anthony's. That ball evades back defender and attacker, and St. Anthony's tried to get that ball up. It's like it was glued to the ground, but he manages it, gets it into the danger area. Shuffling Anthony's in towards the goal with the fist once more. The easy option in the end, the sensible option in the end, and St. Michael and St. Anthony's extend their lead. That one put over by Ben O'Flanagan, the Stolimsa. And now over to the far side of the field. Anthony's getting a grip at midfield after a wonderful start by Anthony O'Leary and Brian O'Callagher for the Great Skull, but Anthony's coming into this one. That's in front of the goal, half blocked down, and eventually goes out over the end line. The referee had his hand up as that ball hopped away, and it will be a chance for St. Anthony's from the 45. Oh, shocked to see. This is Brian going out to take this one. This should be landing inside in the danger area if he so wishes. Is he going short? I don't think so. I think he's going direct, but that one misdirected completely, and the Great Skull raise the siege and come away. They're moving it from 1-1 up the field, hand passing, good play, another man in possession on this side of the field. In it goes, but has it gone too far? It is indeed. As I say, more direct football might be more suitable in the conditions here. Our St. Anthony's moving in the other side of the field. As I say, more direct, going in towards the goal, carrying this ball. As he carried it too far, he has the referee blows the whistle and the free out. And maybe it would have been easier to tap that one over the bar and extend the lead. It still reads 1-6, which is 9 points to 4 for St. Anthony's, and we have played 5 minutes of the second half. Up they go in the centre, well read Anthony's again, and then a direct ball into the full forward line. Full forward breaks it down, a chance of a goal. Oh, brilliant block by the defender as that one is kept in play, and the Great Skull coming out with that ball. Sterling defence there by the Great Skull over to the far side of the field, but it's Anthony's who win that one again, plays that ball short, and then the man moving in is going to block down again. Great defensive skills. Ishkin to going on Great Skull. Down it comes the second attempt. Moving in towards the goal is the good goalkeeper, as that effort from Sean O'Rourke was going in towards the corner of the net, but Dahi O'Drynan got a finger to it and got it outside the post and out over the end line to be another 45 for St. Anthony's, who are beginning to turn the screw on the boys from Musgrave, from Mid-Cork, from Ballincollig. Great Skull Riorda plays this one low in again, forward shows well, wins that one. I think that was full forward Tom Russell. This one dangerous in front of the goal. The goalkeeper and full forward rise from that one. No square ball in Skida Skull, but that one rises from the two hands, lands on the crossbar, and eventually crawls over. 1-7-4. So it's becoming very, very important that the Great Skull lift the siege and get a score. They won't get it by pushing in the back under the kick out, and here come Anthony's again. This one in front of the Great Skull goal, but out they come and get it as far as Tiernan McCora. Pass in field which goes astray. St. Anthony's win it back. 7 for Anthony's is Sam gets it out to the wings. Anthony's moving that ball well, still going in towards the goal. Good attack, but the referee very, very harsh on very, very, I suppose, vigilant on steps on that occasion. Carlo Maracu, and he gives the free out, and it is a welcome free out to the Great Skull. A tough favourite or Hustig and Tornella, and this second half has been on for 7 minutes, and it's been all Anthony's. Kick out very near the sideline, and Great Skull win this one and play a direct ball up the sideline. The referee stopping play. I think we might have an injury over there, but as soon as he blew the whistle, the Great Skull man got up, so it will be advantage and possession, I think, to the Great Skull when play resumes, and we are ready to resume now. Into the centre as far as Éanna McCondove Across they go. That ball very nearly lost. They win it back. Comes as far as Brian O'Callagher. Brian O'Callagher getting it down. Good attacking move here at Tiernan. Tiernan driving forward. Gets it across. Half a chance here in front of the goal. Oh, brilliant save. Brilliant save. Brilliant save. 45. But he went low, but keeper was Owen Hogan, and Owen Hogan got down smartly to his right to keep that ball out of the net. And what a goal would have done at this stage for the Gaelskull, who are trailing by 2 goals. 10 points, or 1-7 to 4 points with 8 minutes gone in the second half. This one dropping in front of the goal. Up they go. Punch down. Back it comes. Oh, came off a defender, I think. Yes, indeed. It will be another 45 for the Gaelskull. The last one dropped dangerously in front of the goal. Cathal Maracu showing his dingle football skills as he rolls that one out. And here comes Stolemgur, Cathal O'Donig, Hogan accounts on Ishtigo Scoracool. Fairly heavy traffic. Oh, once again the goalkeeper does well. That's Owen Hogan got up to get his fingers to that one and put it outside, keeping it out for St. Anthony's. They're living a bit dangerously the last few minutes. The Gaelskull throwing everything at him, but that ball eventually goes out over the sideline. Here in front of us, we're in the south stand, or in the old covered stand side of the field, looking across at the Slua, which are over on the north stand side. This one dropping in front of the goal. Up they go. Big man has it inside, going for goal. Turning around, has to go left. He drives it on the near side, and eventually 45 again at Stoneham. St. Anthony's goal, living a charmed life for the last few minutes maybe, as the Gaelskull trying to get back into possession, as this one is dropped in front of the goal. Up they go. The goalkeeper was as cool as a cucumber as that one hopped the wrong side of the post, and Owen Hogan will steady his team down again now with this kick out. Halfway through the second half, 1-7 to 4 points. 2 points in the second half for St. Anthony's. No score for Gaelskull Riorda, but they're coming in waves. St. Anthony's win this one back, however, and a hand pass out to the far side of the field, very near the far side of the field, out over the sideline, and it will be on Gaelskull a big dollar and unsi on Gixlasse show. Cross it goes, up they go in front of the goal. The referee saw the push in the back, and this is a chance for the Gaelskull to get the scoreboard motoring again in the second half, as we've played 10.5 minutes now, and this one is just outside Stua Moore and the Pella, and will be taken by Cathal O'Donig. Cathal O'Donig nearly dead straight in front of the goal, straight enough to not to bother, and over the bar. It's 1-7 to 5 points now. It is double scores, but it's still only 5 points, and what would a goal do for Gaelskull Riordan, who have stormed back into the game in the last few minutes. Out to the centre, they have it again, they win the kick out, hand pass inside, man wasn't ready for it, the ball had to go over somebody's head before it got to the forward, and eventually the space opens up for Anthony's down on the other side of the field. It's going to have the foot pass into space very near the end line. Is it going to be kept in? It is kept in all right, but the Gaelskull defender comes away out with it. He's blocked, however, as that ball goes out over the sideline on this side, and it will be taken by Gaelskull Riordan's Tiernan McCara. Tiernan McCara gets it down. O'Gwennigan, a nice passing movement as they make space for themselves as far as Jack McGarrett, Cownishal, they take Anthony's and Ishmasha in the half back line, and it's Sam goes down from this one. Nice little deft flick of the left foot, gets it out, and the space opening up all of a sudden for Anthony's on the Blackrock side of the pitch at Parky Creek. A man cutting in from the sideline, and that one goes behind, however, and that one not availed of by Anthony's with less than 8 minutes of play to go in this match. They lead by 5 points out to the far side of the field. Gaelskull win this one. Gaelskull driving that one along, full forward line into possession. Brilliant move. Leaves one man dead, hops it, and maybe he'd have done better on that occasion if he had soloed the ball. Slithered along the ground for the hop, gave a chance to the defenders to settle back into it, and now it's going to be a free in for that cynical enough tackle on that occasion as the Gaelskull man bore down on goal, but a chance for them to just nibble away at that lead. It stands at 5. Will this bring it to 4? Yes, indeed. Kerecholi the Scarun the Vornenish. 33 minutes nearly gone. That's 7 minutes to play and 4 points between the sides. I said it before. Can I repeat myself? What a goal would do for the Gaelskull, and what a goal would do for this match. Out to the centre of the field again. Well read. Agus Shockwing Anthony's. Ardis drives a long ball inside. O'Shaughnessy Singh bearing down on goal for St. Anthony's. Will he be happy with the point? He would if he got it, but he does indeed. High and over the bar. Good score, and just what Anthony's wanted. They had conceded the last 2. They were giving a bit of hope to the Gaelskull, but that one takes it out another bit. 1-8 for them. 6 points now for Gaelskull Riorda, and Kickamock Pujakusan, and they're moving this ball from one to the other. Gets it as far as Tiernan into space. Sharp passing going wrong again, and this is a dangerous ball for Anthony's into space. Defence seem to be in top on that occasion. Get that ball out slightly, but Anthony's snaffle it up, and then they're moving towards goal. Chance here now. Will he keep going for goal? Will he turn around and put it over the bar? He'll do neither, because that's a great block down, and out come the Gaelskull, getting it out towards the sideline on the far side of the field. Anthony's in control, letting that ball bounce, and take the sideline kick quicker, as referee says. We'll stop the play there one moment, as there's an injury down on, well, just out in front of the Gaelskull goal. Agus is stolen ní féidir le Ganzi eiscint ná ní féidir le Ivere eiscint, ach tá sé aire na hasamh is mócha an Gaelskull a gortaí a go nóir son. We'll restart again, however, now with that sideline kick, and that sideline kick at 34-40 gone in the match is certainly giving a chance with 5 and 20 seconds left, and we have 5 points between the sides. Referee going over, I see. Yes, I think he's going to. Yeah, he's asking for the ball. Míle dóireacht tarsúil, Rováil an Baltason, Egan Big Buckley, Nevantana, agus the advantage given to the Gaelskull, very near the sideline on the far side. The ball hoofed out into the stand on that occasion, but it's still moving ever so slowly forward for the Gaelskull. We're in the last 5 minutes. Is there a chance for them yet? Trying to get this ball in front of the goal. Won't come up the first time. Pushing the back surely. Referee said play on to the shoulder. He points at the shoulder, and eventually the push in the back came from the other side, and it will be St. Anthony's who will profit from that decision, and they'll have a kick out with 4.5 minutes of play left. They lead by 5. Is it enough? Will they need another score? Can the Gaelskull get up and get a goal? Back it comes to Anthony's, however, in a long ball from Brian O'Shaughnessy. Brian O'Shaughnessy having a great game for St. Anthony's, especially in the first half when they were under pressure, but that one goes out over the sideline, and it will be a line ball for Gaelskull Riordan. Karen Omat, Cui Coolin, agus even a Shakti to Kushtakukason, Shine Zach O'Donovan, but Anthony's breaking it down the other side of the field again. Man cutting inside. Is he going to go himself? Turns, swings a foot at it. A looping ball that's going to make the sanctuary of the end line, and it will be a kick out for Dahi O'Drynan and for Gaelskull Riordan. On Clog and Gwynedd, the clock is the enemy now for the Gaelskull, as this one drops out into the centre of the field again. Once more Anthony's get it up. Once more Anthony's get this ball in directly to the full forward line. They're doing well, bombarding that ball in. Half a chance in front of the goal for Anthony's. Ball on the ground, still in possession though. Out, hand pass, shuffled out, and a chance at a point. Is that one going to go behind? It's not. It's going to go between. Great score, Anthony's. 1 goal and 10 points for them now. 6 points for Gaelskull Riordan, and that means that that's 13-6. That's a 7-point lead, a 3-score game, and here come Anthony's again down in front of the goal. They'll be happy enough to keep the play down there. They don't even have to score in the remaining minutes of this F1 final, as they play the ball from one to the other, picked off the ground right in front of the nose and eyes of the referee. And here come the Gaelskull. Agus Anna hopping, Stachel or Wheel, even on the don't shoot, Bleed okay, like fighting a Mahig Brian over to this side of the field, hand pass again by the Great Skull. As that one came down, load of work being done by Anthony O'Leary, but maybe they should be putting these balls in front of the goal and let their forwards have a bit of room, letting Anthony's go back in and win this one. Down it comes. Anthony's in possession, Anthony's in control, and Anthony's coming away. Brian O'Shaughnessy coming out for them, plays it out near the sideline, out over the sideline. That'll waste another few seconds, and 13 is Ben O'Flanagan, happy enough to let that one go. Now this is going to be taken by even a shock near Zach Council later Gama Skull Anthony Dwynter across the full forward line, moving forward here, good run. I think it's William Sullivan got the opening score for St. Anthony's across in front of the goal. There was a half a chance there, but that chance going ballooned out and wide, quickly taken, a kick out by Dye, but St. Anthony's are there again. St. Anthony's keeping the pressure on, doing what they have to do, finding the man in space. Khadija Sheshud, Kaunishtakal Armeen plays it low in front of the goal. The defender pulls across the lane play, but eventually goes wide. We're approaching the final minute of this final. 7 points still between the sides. 6 points between the sides. 1-9 is 12 to 6 points for the Great Skull. The Great Skull, who started well, one good ball, but flattered really with all the possession they had to deceive, and eventually they go on the attack at that occasion. St. Anthony's win it, lose it, and here they come. The Great Skull winning it back on Farlar Park. Brian O'Callagher fouled as he goes towards the Anthony's goal. 1-9 to 6 points. That's a goal and 3. This one to be taken now by their Cahadir Kahalo Dooney. Will he put this one in front of the goal? That goal is well populated. It goes high and over the bar. Good score, Kahal. Unlore Nidolame. Cool it to Stalinish. Still need two scores with about 20 seconds left on the clock, and then it will depend on the discretion of Kahalo Maraku. Kahala Dayan. This one kicked out, and well kicked out by Dahio Drainon in the centre of the field again. Once more, Tiernan rises high and gets it, plays a nice ball in towards the Anthony's goal. Step down it comes, moving forward again. This could be dangerous for the Great Skull. High and wide. Was that the last chance as the game enters injury time? Quick kick out taken by Owen Hogan out to the far side of the field, finds the man very near the sideline. A bit of basketball jugglery there by the Anthony's man, flicked it over his opponent's head and then volleyed it, but the referee said you have to let that ball hop if you do that, and it will now be a free in to Great Scully Riorda. Fighting to the end, dropping it in about 30 yards from the Anthony's goal. A hand pass across and still moving towards goal. Man cutting in towards the goal. The goalie does well to get a finger to it, used his height. The referee had his hand up, and a advantage Buntoshta being given to the Great Skull. They'll have to, I think there's 13 at this stage inside from Anthony's, inside their own half, in front of the goal. Ball on the ground. In, out. Goalkeeper going down on the ball. Referee blows the whistle. A free out for St. Anthony's. Owen Hogan lying down on the ground did enough to keep that one out. The referee making sure it's welfare. We're in, as I say, a minute and a half of extra time. There can't be a whole pile more left in it. 5 points between the sides. 1 goal and 9 for St. Anthony's. 7 points for Great Scully Riordan. What a cracking game of football we had. Owen Hogan got up and lashed the ball out over the sideline. He knew time was up. Bokali, the Great Scully, Creevishta on the field, but the joy and the dancing and the celebrations are in Ballinlough, and with Ballinlough, St. Anthony's doing the biz in the Rhine F1 final. But a gallant Great Scully Riordan fought to the very end near Lore on the day, and eventually the final score here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh of the F1 DF1 final, St. Anthony's Ballinlough, Pool agus Negulin, Great Scully Riordan Ballincollig, Shakgulin. The cup is going to Anthony's.
into the middle, artist, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Vice captain, this one. Yeah. Alright, okay. Alright. One from home. Brilliant. Well done. Alright, St. Anthony's all looking this way. Right. You want to give a big cheer?
1, 2, 3, let's go!